Steph Curry just signed the biggest deal of his life. As you all know, the past couple of months have been great for Steph Curry, not only on the court but off the court, because financially, Steph Curry has been making some big moves. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about 3 big deals that Steph Curry signed this year that is projected to not make him only just a billionaire, but to be worth $10 billion by the end of his NBA career. So make sure you like this video, and don't forget, if you want more Steph Curry Golden State Warriors content like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hitting that red button down below. Guys, 98% of you are still not subscribed, so it would mean the world if you could subscribe to the channel. But let's get into the first money-making move that Steph Curry has made so far this year, which is actually signing his latest contract extension. Steph has come off just winning an NBA champion and also winning Finals MVP, so you better believe that Stephen Curry is at his highest when it comes to his worth and value for this Golden State Warriors team. And we definitely saw that with his latest contract extension. His latest contract actually stands at 4 years, $215 million, which put him at an average of earning around $53 million per year. This current season that he is playing right now at the age of 34, his base salary is $48 million and can go all the way to $49 million with a couple of bonuses. But where it gets really interesting is actually by the end of the year of his contract, which is 2025 to 2026, at 37 years old, he will be racking in $60 million a year. That is honestly insane, guy. And to put that in perspective of the percentage of league cap, he would be taking up 40% of the league cap. So that is honestly insane, and definitely Steph Curry is getting paid and is getting paid what he deserves. He's done so much for this Golden State Warriors team, as we all know, and this current season he is honestly putting on a tear, winning game after game and dropping 30 bombs after 30 bombs. And I think Steph Curry definitely will get another handsome contract extension even at 37 years old when his contract expires 4 years from now. And if you thought that was a lot of money, let's get into the second money-making deal that Stephen Curry has signed this year, which is Stephen Curry signing a lifetime deal with Under Armour. Now, as you all know, Stephen Curry is a business mogul. From cryptocurrency to television shows, the Warriors star has amassed a fortune near the $160 million according to CelebrityNetWorth.com. But that number will be a vast underestimate soon as Curry and Under Armour have locked the once-in-a-lifetime deal that would be worth more than $1 billion. And yes, that is a B. Curry joined Under Armour in 2013, landing a signature shoe deal and merchandising deal. His first sneaker dropped in 2015 as the Under Armour Curry 1. Since then, Curry has become the face of the corporation, even creating his own sub-brand named the Curry brand. But that doesn't mean that things have always been smooth with the Davidson product and Under Armour. According to Sullivan, there was significant friction between Curry and Under Armour founder Kevin Plank. There wasn't quite an understanding of what it took to run a business like that properly, Curry said. So yeah, I got mad. According to Sullivan, Curry had an issue with Plank's support of President Donald Trump, who was called an asset to the United States. This was enough to make Curry consider leaving the company in 2018, but after discussions as well as allowing Curry to launch the Curry brand, things have smoothed over. I don't have to raise my voice to get mad, Curry says. That's the best part about it. Curry's current contract with Under Armour runs through 2024, but that is expected to change as he'll likely become a lifelong partner with the company before that, which he just signed for a $1 billion. So that is honestly insane. And when it comes to the actual deal itself, it has been rumored that he will actually be receiving some sort of ownership of Under Armour, which makes this deal even worth more than $1 billion. What that basically means, as Under Armour continues to grow, so does that $1 billion deal. So Stephen Curry's worth can exceed $10 billion like it was projected by the end of his career in the NBA very, very quickly. If Stephen Curry continues to win NBA championships and continues to dominate the NBA, we can see him reaching $1 billion very quickly and definitely in no time. This $1 billion deal with Under Armour can change a lot due to the fact that the more well Steph Curry plays, the better the deal becomes and the more money that goes in Stephen Curry's pocket. Now, I know this isn't a finance channel, but when it comes to Stephen Curry and his money, he isn't holding back. Stephen Curry so far this season is already averaging 30.3 points per game, 6 rebounds and 6 assists. So he's putting up some great stats, and Golden State Warriors as a team is already ranked 3rd, so they are dominating the NBA, and it does look like they are going to making the NBA Finals and NBA playoffs very easily, because I don't really see any other team taking them on head to head. And that's the thing, it's a full recycle effect that if Steph Curry plays well, then his shoe sells more, and then if his shoe sells more, Under Armour's value continues to rise, and if Under Armour's value continues to to rise, then the deal for Stephen Curry continues to rise as well. So you see this happen in full effect and a full circle when it comes to even jersey sales. To show you how popular Steph Curry is, Stephen Curry is actually second in jersey sales, just behind LeBron James. And I do gotta respect that. LeBron is LeBron, he's gonna do what he does best, but to have Stephen Curry at second and to have this lifetime deal is something that has never seen before, besides LeBron James, who is the person ahead of him. And when it comes to actual shoe sales, Stephen Curry ranks above them all. The only other shoe that is selling more than Stephen Curry's shoe is actually none other than Michael Jordan. Now don't get me wrong, it is hard to contest against someone like Michael Jordan, so I do respect Michael Jordan and everything he has done for the sneaker game, but Stephen Curry to be coming in second, that is definitely great to see, due to the fact that it isn't another Nike shoe. So Stephen Curry, even though he's not with Nike, is outselling players like LeBron, Kyrie, KD, all these people who have their signature shoe as well. Stephen Curry ranks above them all. And with Under Armour having a valuation of $14.1 billion, having Stephen Curry be a part of that, if that continues to rise to $20 to $30 billion very easily, then we can definitely see that grow even further. And if you thought that was a lot of money, let's get into the third and biggest deal that Stephen Curry has signed, which is the Golden State Warriors have become the most valuable franchise in the NBA according to Forbes. It means for the first time since Forbes started valuing NBA franchises over 20 years ago, a team other than the New York Knicks and Los Angeles Lakers topped the rankings. The Warriors are now worth $7 billion, said Forbes, 25% more than last year. The team generated $765 million in revenue and $206 million operating income during the 2021-2022 season, both the most in NBA history. Now you're all probably thinking, yo, what does this have to do with Stephen Curry? Isn't this the Golden State Warriors? Well, this is what Andre Iguodala had to say about hearing this news.
The valuation of franchises, the Warriors just hopped to the number one over the Lakers.
Oh, so I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I did see the Lakers and Knicks, but I didn't know the
Warriors just went above them for the first time.
Oh, Steph got a piece of that?
You tell me.
I would hope so.
What are your thoughts on that?
There's my thought.
Okay, so it may seem there might be some under the table deal that is going on that we don't know about the Warriors, but when it comes to the Warriors as a franchise, I do think a percentage of that is definitely going to someone like Steph, as Steph has been the main reasons the Warriors are worth this much. Now don't get me wrong, there are some great players in the roster so far, and the great players that have played for them in the past, such as, Kevin Durant. We also have Harrison Barnes, who was a really vital asset to the NBA Finals, and you also got Klay and Draymond, who have been there by their side. But don't get me wrong, Steph is the face of this Golden State Warriors franchise and always will be, and he is definitely the reason why he has the second most jersey sales, because he's the most popular player on that team. So definitely he is getting a little bit of the cut, and that's why his worth will definitely go up as time goes on. And if they continue to win NBA Finals, Stephen Curry can be hitting the $10 billion mark very soon. Now the Warriors won their fourth NBA championship in 8 years in June, led by talisman and face of the franchise Stephen Curry. The New York Knicks, who have topped each of Forbes' last 7 NBA franchise rankings, came second with a value of $6.1 billion, followed by Los Angeles Lakers with a value of $5.9 billion. So to put that in perspective, guys, Golden State Warriors are $1 billion worth more than the second team, which is the New York Knicks. Now Chicago Bulls came in at third at 4.1, then Boston at 4 to complete the top 5. With the average NBA franchise now worth $2.86 billion, 15% more than a year ago. And I think what really does help this out is not only Steph Curry being what he does best, but also the game of NBA and basketball is growing as time goes on. More people are getting more into it, whether it's in the home country of USA, or whether they are looking internationally into China, Europe, Australia, all these different places. Now Forbes says the NBA is back on its pre-COVID growth trajectory, and the league is expected to sign a new media deal in 2025 to 2026 that will be worth at least double the current deal of $2.66 billion a year. So to put this in perspective, the Golden State Warriors are growing as a team, which is benefiting Stephen Curry drastically. When it's all said and done, and Stephen Curry has cemented himself as the greatest shooter to ever play this game, I think Stephen Curry can get to an evaluation of around $20 billion. Not just due to the fact that he is an icon in the NBA scene, but also off the court with his lifetime deal with Under Armour, especially in the future if he continues to grow, and also with the valuation of Golden State Warriors continuing to grow time and time again. This is actually the first time that they are ranked number 1 in business valuation, so I can see that number continuing to skyrocket if the Golden State Warriors continue to win NBA championships with Steph Curry as their main man, which I think he can definitely do, and maybe do a couple more times before his career ends. And that's why with the humble beginnings of Stephen Curry coming from Davidson, pretty much being underknown for his whole career to becoming one of the biggest and richest players in the NBA, I think he deserves it all. He deserves all the accolades, he deserves all the money, and in all honesty, it is something that can not only inspire me, but it can inspire you as well. So I think Stephen Curry continues to surprise us, and I think he will continue to do that as time goes on, not only on the court, but also off the court as well. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. Peace.